Welcome back to Folk Solo Sports Show. All right, let's talk about the Steelers signing Ben to a 1 year deal to get his wish and stay with the Steelers like he wanted to. I hear a lot of debates out there. Stephen A. Max Kellerman, Chris Broussard, Raw Parker, Skip and Shannon all talking about if it was a good decision, and it was about 50-50 for both of all of them together. Um, I'm here to make that an uneven number because, of course, it was a good thing that they kept Big Ben Roethlisberger. Okay, what other choice did they have? Okay, Mason Rudolph is okay, and he's about the same, a little bit less. You don't know. You got to let him play longer, but he's about the same kind of guy Charlie Batch was, okay? He can do good for a certain amount of time, and then it kind of dies down, all right? And then you got Dwayne Haskins. I think Dwayne Haskins would have been a better option than Mason Rudolph, but at the same time, if Dwayne Haskins is this guy that everybody is saying that he is, and he's always just worried about the turn up and doing all these crazy things and getting himself in trouble, that is the only problem with starting Dwayne Haskins, because I guess he's supposed to be really skilled. I never seen him play too much, but I guess he's supposed to be really skilled. But if you got him out on the field and the whole team gets used to him, um, and they're doing really good, and then he pulls, one of these dumb moves off the field that, will get him suspended for 6 games or something crazy, and that can take everybody else off their good game plan on the offensive side, and then they're all affected from him doing one of his off-field stunts. So hopefully he'll stop all of that. So when he finally does get the opportunity, he will get in there and he'll do good, and he won't have to come back out because from what I'm hearing, he's supposed to be a starter in the NFL, and right now he's third string as quarterback because I still think Mason Rudolph might come out before him. I'm not, just because he's more familiar with the Steelers. If it was another team, I think Dwayne Haskins be coming out first. But with all that being said, it's also good not just because what else the Steelers could do. It's good because it's Ben Roethlisberger himself. Like, that's another point. Like, you can't go. It's not just because they couldn't get anything else or better. How much better is out there? Like, really, let's think about it. Even the quarterbacks and Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and any other quarterback you can name out there, what better are you really getting more than Ben Roethlisberger? I don't care about MVPs. I don't care about how many yards they threw for, or how many you know touchdown runs they had. I don't care about none of that. When it comes down to it, all that matters at the end of the day is the championships, like a lot of people would agree with. When it comes down to it at the end of the day, who has what it takes to lead the team to a championship and not just get there but win it. And Ben Roethlisberger has done it more now than than what, 30 quarterbacks in the NFL. He's done it more than 30 quarterbacks in the NFL at this moment. Tom Brady is the only quarterback that has more and has been to more Super Bowls than Ben Roethlisberger right now in the NFL. So when it comes down to it, who am I taking? If the Steelers can make it to the Super Bowl, if you had to pick two quarterbacks right now to be in the Super Bowl, who would you pick? Even with the age, even with their ages, who would you pick when you look down the line of who gets the job done in big games? Okay, and if you look at Ben's, mostly all his losses that he has comes from Brady, who everybody thinks is the GOAT. So if he's really the GOAT, if Tom Brady's really the GOAT, like y'all say, I don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT, but if he's really the GOAT, like a bunch more than 50% of people say now, then that should give Big Ben a very good excuse on why he doesn't have more Super Bowls. Because he's lost to Brady how many times in the playoffs now? What, is it two or three AFC championships? Two or three AFC championships. Lost to Brady in a bunch of regular season games. So imagine if Ben gets to go to the Super Bowl against the Eagles when the Patriots were cheating and Ben went 15-1 in his rookie season. Imagine if he gets to go to the what AFC Championship was that when they played the Eagles in the Super Bowl again, or the Rams. Imagine if we get to go play the Eagles or the Rams. Do you think that the Rams or the Eagles are beating the Steelers that season if Ben doesn't lose to Brady in the AFC Championship to get to the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. And Ben has more Super Bowls right now if he doesn't have to play Brady, who y'all think is the GOAT in those games. All right? So for that reason, when it comes down to it, who else are you picking? I need to know. Y'all get in the comment section right now and let me know in the Super Bowl. We're not talking about regular season games. In the Super Bowl. Okay? And y'all want to bring up the Browns game? The 4 interceptions. Most interceptions he's ever threw in his whole career. Okay? 4 in one game. And the other guys that y'all try to claim that are up there with him only has thrown for one less, which is Tom Brady, who everybody says is the GOAT. He's thrown for 3 interceptions in a game. And Drew Brees has also thrown for 3. I said this in one of my previous videos. Aaron Rodgers out of that group is the only one who has only threw for 1 interception in a playoff game. Brady, 3. Drew Brees, 3. Ben Roethlisberger, 4. Okay? So that's not really putting them super far apart. So in the Super Bowl, who do you want in the biggest game of the season if they make it there? Do you want Brady, Ben Roethlisberger? No, we're going to put, because Brady's on the, do you want Brady? Yeah, we could do like that. Do you want Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers? Do you want those 4 guys, or are you going to eliminate one of those guys at this moment and take somebody else? All right. Who else are you taking? Some might say Patrick Mahomes, but he is now below all of these guys when it comes to Super Bowls. Because Brees is 1-0. Rodgers is 1-0. Ben is 2-1. 50% like Mahomes now, and Brady is 7-3. So in the biggest game, and Mahomes did play good, of course, in that Super Bowl, but the offensive line situation and all that. But even still, who are you really taking? Who you feel comfortable? Who knows the game? Who knows what they have to do to win the biggest game of the season? All right. So that is just a simple fact on why it was good that Ben gets signed again and gets a 1-year deal. And let me remind y'all about this. What happened last time Ben said he just needed 1 more year? All right. Y'all want to do the Brady talk about how he says, do this, I'm going to give you a Super Bowl? What happened last time Ben said, give me 1 more year to Jerome Bettis? Oh, yeah, that's right. Got the Steelers their 5th ring. Beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl 21-10. The next season, the following season. And it was not just because of the great defense like everybody claims. Let's talk about how Ben saved the game against the Indianapolis Colts. And it wasn't just talk when he said that. He was remembered in his head the whole time. That's the type of mentality that Big Ben has. That was in his head the whole time. When Bettis fumbled that ball, if I let him get past me, I lied. And Ben don't want to look like no liar. And that's why he got the shoestring tackle and saved that game. Okay? All right, so when it comes down to it, it's just plain and simple. He knows what he got to do, and he's willing to do everything. And y'all want to get on the workout plan that he has? Hey, look, I know he's getting older, so it might be a little more harder for him to be maneuverous on the field, maneuvering on the field more often than he was. But if you want to say that, then because he was never a big workout guy. So when he was doing all that back then, he was still doing it. He's older now, so that has a lot to do with it. But it's not going to change the fact that Big Ben can still make big plays and win the game. And should we even get into the running game? Should we even get into the running game? I honestly got to know. Because if you don't want to make that an excuse for him, if you don't give him an excuse for having the worst running game in the NFL, like, you got to get real. And still went 12-4 and went to the playoffs with the worst running game in the NFL. Come on, man. I love James Conner, but like I said, he's a backup guy. He's the guy that comes in after the starting guy has tired the defense down, and he's a strong, speedy guy that can run the ball after that. But we need somebody like Jerome Bettis back, somebody like Franco Harris back, somebody like Le'Veon Bell back. Okay? That's just what it is. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all agree that in the biggest game that you still want Ben Roethlisberger over in the biggest game, which is the Super Bowl? Do you want Ben Roethlisberger, who has the second most championships in the NFL right now, second to Brady, or over 30 other quarterbacks, or do you want somebody else? And you could even say, do you want? We'll add all the vets in there. We'll add Breeze and Rodgers in there. Do you want one of those 28 other quarterbacks over Ben Roethlisberger, other than Brady, Rodgers, and Breeze? Do you want another one of those quarterbacks in the biggest game over Ben? And that right there will tell you if he should still be playing and if he's slowing the Steelers down or not. He's not slowing the Steelers down at all. And I'm going to make an even bolder prediction coming up soon. Stay with me. This is Folk Solo Sports Show. Like, subscribe, get in the comment section. I'm out, man. Peace.